Right now, inside your body, there are cells that should be dead, but they are not. They refuse to die. Scientists call them senescent cells, but there is a name that describes them more honestly: zombie cells. And after 60, they may be multiplying faster than your body can stop them. Your body has a system for dealing with damaged cells. When a cell gets old or broken, it is supposed to self-destruct, clean exit. New cell takes its place. But sometimes that system fails. The damaged cell refuses to die. It cannot do its job, but it will not leave, and what it does next is the problem. In February 2026, researchers at Cedars-Sinai published something significant. They found that Senolytics may eliminate 30 to 70% of zombie cells from the body, but they also found a resistant population, cells that could not be touched by current drugs. This discovery forced scientists to ask a harder question: how deeply are these cells embedded inside the aging human body? The Journal of Clinical Investigation published research from Mayo Clinic examining exactly what zombie cells do once they establish themselves inside your organs. They found that these cells develop something called SASP. In plain language, zombie cells begin secreting a cocktail of inflammatory chemicals directly into surrounding tissue, damaging healthy neighbors, recruiting more cells into the zombie state, disrupting the tissue's ability to repair itself. This is not one organ. This is every organ. In the brain, senescent glial cells trigger neuroinflammation linked to cognitive decline. In the heart, senescent cells contribute to the stiffening of blood vessels linked to heart attacks and stroke. In the joints, cartilage matrix degrades as zombie cells accumulate in connective tissue. The same biological process, multiple locations, simultaneously. Researchers found a notable presence of senescent cells in the brains of Alzheimer's patients. These cells release inflammatory substances that damage neurons and disrupt brain function. Memory loss, heart disease, joint pain, chronic fatigue. Conditions your doctor may treat as separate problems may share one common biological driver: zombie cells accumulating faster than your body can clear them. But here's what the research shows next, and this is the part most people never hear. Zombie cells are not random bad luck. They have triggers, known triggers: DNA damage, telomere shortening, oxidative stress, chronic inflammation. And where there are known triggers, there may be known ways to slow them down. A 2025 study published in GeroScience followed older adults and measured their senescence biomarkers directly. Higher levels of senescence markers were associated with measurably increased risk of cardiovascular disease, physical decline, and cognitive impairment. But participants with lower senescence burden showed significantly better outcomes across every single measure. The researchers concluded that zombie cell accumulation is not uniform. Some bodies handle them better than others, and the difference appears to be measurable, which means the biological burden of zombie cells in your body right now is not fixed. It is influenced by what is happening inside your daily life. Current science suggests that chronic inflammation accelerates senescence. Lifestyle factors that drive inflammation: poor sleep, sedentary behavior, processed food, chronic stress, may be accelerating zombie cell buildup in your tissue. Physical activity has been consistently associated with lower senescence burden in older adults, not extreme exercise, regular movement, consistently, over time. Certain natural compounds, quercetin and fisetin, are currently being studied in clinical trials as potential senolytics. Research is ongoing. Results are preliminary, but the scientific interest is serious and growing. These are not miracle cures. They are early signals that targeted intervention against zombie cells may one day be medically achievable. Science does not yet have all the answers, but what we do know is this: the accumulation of zombie cells is no longer considered simply inevitable. It is now considered a target, and the evidence suggests that the choices made in the years before and after 60 may influence how aggressively these cells accumulate. Zombie cells are a target, not a fate. Drop a comment what surprised you most. Subscribe. We cover what the science actually says.